And DNA results have confirmed remains found near White Swan in 2008. They belong to missing Yakama woman Daisy Mae Heath Tallman. Now Daisy's family will be able to finally bring her home, but Cap KVU's Emily Goodell tells us it took 35 years to get to this point.
Daisy Mae Heath Tallman was 29 years old when she was reported missing in the fall of 1987 from the lower Yakama Valley. Decades went by with no sign of her.
And then in 2008, a skull was found west of White Swan. And at the time they tried to do DNA matching, but the technology wasn't there. They weren't able to get enough DNA to make a match.
13 years later, in 2021, the coroner picked up the case to take another look, starting with dental records.
The dental identification that we attempted, we had a probable match, but the forensic odontologist did not feel comfortable saying it was her. So that's why we went with the DNA.
But they didn't have the money for new DNA testing.
One of the biggest hurdles that we have, financing DNA testing. Sometimes it could be a gamble. The Attorney General's office covered the cost. We just got notification early last week of the that it was who we thought it was and confirmed with DNA.
Now, 35 years later, Daisy's family will be able to put her to rest. But according to the Washington State Patrol's latest report on missing Indigenous people released Tuesday, there's nearly 40 people who are still missing from the Yakama Reservation.
As many people as are removed from the list, we are getting reports that are filling those spots.
But those cases often don't get as much public attention or outrage.
Some of our people who are missing might have mental health issues or drug issues and things, but they're still members of our community. They're still contributing, and they have a right to be found.
What could help is community members paying attention, sharing stories, and not waiting at least 24 hours to report someone missing.
If you in your heart know that somebody's missing, you need to call 911 and report that. There's not a waiting period.
Emily Goodell, Cap KVU, Local News.
The coroner says there's still no answers as to how Daisy died, but hopes that having her identity confirmed will help the family begin to heal.